are being overrun. Repeat, we are...
Good day everyone, my name is Corn, and welcome to another episode of High Elo Heist. Today we are playing, well, I'm gonna spoil it at this point, but I'm playing with Ben the Dude and everyone else, and then our opponents are None and his good friend. And this time we're playing at Riga Airport, which is a pretty popular map, to say the least, and I was the one who deliberately decided to, okay, what do I do? Do I pick a deck that's special instead of Stryker SF? Because it's quite boring every time you play, you know, like it's just the same thing over and over again, and there's nothing special about it. So I picked Airborne Stryker. It's my good old it's my deck that I used to play when I first started off as the game released, and I still think that it's quite solid nowadays. But there's definitely some changes that could have been done to it, and today will be I mean, I was thinking about going to C, but I eventually was sent to H because they said, hey, you know, like Stryker Airborne is probably best on flanks, and I do agree with that. Anyways, I do think that this video, or like the VOD of this game, can actually be found on Ben's channel, I believe. So if you do want to hear our voice comms, then feel free to go check out his channel on Twitch. I think I'll link it in the description, and yeah, you can hear the dude just swearing all the time. But overall, like it's a pretty cool experience, I guess. So yeah, here we were basically talking about to start things off. Okay, so again, this is another attempt of me trying to deal with SF Stryker, which is Stryker. I don't know. I'll just write STK. And the thing about the SF, the thing why Stryker SF is so strong is because they have the Booker, right? They have the Booker, so I need something to deal with it. Booker. I need I need like to deal with this helicopters that could just pop units here and there, and then yeah, like it's generally a pain in the ass trying to figure out where his units are. That was spotting everything that I had, or potentially just sniping my my units in the back. And same goes with SF Armored, by the way. But the difference here is that SF Armored actually has the Iron Thunder, which can snipe things easily, but the Stryker has the Booker that can deal with like light armored much better than anything else. So obviously dealing with the Booker is our main issue here, and I think this game I played it before. Do I have any? I do have 2 MGSs, but I'm not sure if I get anything out this game. I kind of forgot, but this is one of the games I played at like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. So I was basically like half asleep. But yeah, again, like this is my opening. So I had 2 ASF just to scan if there were any fighters around. But here's the problem with opening with ASF is that the F-15s are not don't make me feel confident enough to support my helicopters from deploying in the front. So as you can see, this just got taken out by the Super Cobras with the Sidewinders, and all I could do is just basically only protect my airspace from I don't know what, honestly, because normally at like for the matches that I've been playing recently, forward deployment with helicopters are so important that either you do it or you don't do it. Like you do it and then you have a recon advantage, like this, like Demo's entire opening is just getting fucked by guys with helicopters, and because my Eagles have no Sidewinders, they're the cheapest configuration, I could not help it. So I basically wasted like 380 points on something that I couldn't really do, even though like right now I have Kiowa sending over, but it does seem to be a bit too late at this point. Regardless, I did call in those Eagles mainly just in case that people spawn like Raptors, and then if I trade 2 Eagles for 1 Raptor, I think it's worth it. So as of now, this is okay. I'm just gonna pause real quick. So I also probably should have went back a bit, but I did spawn a slam ram just to send it to the very edge of the map here. I wanted to make sure that this guy that I'm fighting doesn't sneak a helicopter around, and if he does, then I'll shoot down his stuff. And also, because of the nature of Stryker Airborne is that I get to use planes like the Sex Eagle. This thing is actually pretty nice. As you can see, I just decided to call in 3 JASMs and also intercept this guy with the helicopter with the Stryker Charade. Opening with the Stryker Charade is actually quite expensive, but it's pretty nice. So, okay, it actually killed a bunch of stuff over there. Which was actually quite nice. I think it was 2 troopers and some infantry transports. It didn't necessarily screw the guy over, but it definitely made sure that he couldn't apply the pressure onto my team, and now I could call out a second Sex Eagle, which is quite nice. But obviously this one, because I killed most of the stuff there earlier, I ran out of stuff to bomb, or like, so I ran out of stuff to cruise missiles. Yeah, here there are a couple things like a couple things on the E flank or C. I forgot the name of it.
On the move. Stealth mode.
Right here, I know that my opponent probably has something somewhere. Anyways, we're just gonna cruise missile these stuff. And then if we can, because Marines are a very tanky specialization, if I can deal most amount of damage I can possibly do, then that is absolutely fantastic. Here we do not take down the pack with us, but we do manage to snipe like 2 small teams probably, and really heavily cripple their Marines with at the price of like 400 points. Honestly, is that a 400 point plane? Yeah, about 400 points. Because the plane took damage. If it didn't take damage, then we would have been much better. So here we're trying to get a sniper on the flank to see what would happen. And oh, but that is an F-35. I remember hearing what's it called again? The afterburner, the plane pop into subsonic. Is it called subsonic? Like the airplane popped, right? Like that's the afterburner going off and the plane going into supersonic speed. So I told my friends that, hey, I hear a plane. I don't know where it is, but it's certainly somewhere near me. So yeah. I'm trying to put a sniper at the edge of the map, but he does get discovered by my opponent, which is Ashura in this case, a sniper. And I'm like, dang it. What do I do now, huh? I'll just hide my snipers, I think. See what I can do. Anyways, my Kiowas turned out to... I mean, I didn't really have time to micro them, so I just ended up recalling them. And then with the points that I had, I want to kill this thing. I just want to kill it for the sake of killing it, because... you know, I might forget about it later on, and maybe he's going to move his sniper. So what do? I'm going to be a cringe lord, and I'm going to spawn a strike eagle on this guy's ass, so... And what does it have? It has 6 JDAMs, and this is way more than enough to just... I mean, 1 bomb is probably devastating enough, but 2? Maybe 6? Yeah. If 1 JDAM is enough to deal with their problems, maybe 6, so we're going to see how it goes. And considering that this is, like, that is a unit that only, like, it's just a sniper on the flanks, right? Why would anyone in their right mind just bomb 1 sniper? But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bomb that sniper. And he's probably not going to have a Raptor just to defend 1 sniper. So yeah, there goes the sniper. I also spotted his killer eggs. And the thing about this, about Airborne compared to something like the Marines, is that they don't really have like helicopters with sidebinders. And in the meantime, we do spot a Silent Hawk here. So 1 tap. And it's at this point I realized, okay, Silent Hawk going this way, I wonder where it came from. Well, it definitely came from somewhere, and that means we gotta pop the Global Hawk and start figuring out where, like where it came from, right? There's also a sniper right here. So, the early recon, like, if I didn't really have any units here, obviously this sniper was spotted by my teammates. So, at the start, like, first, like, maybe 10 minutes of the game, it's mainly just, okay, guys, what are we spotting here? Like, can we find anything? Okay, Ranger RC in this bush. This is forward deployment. Another RC. Oh, damn, forward deployment. That seems to be a Silent Hawk. Okay, more forward deployments. Like, I really don't... we gotta find out a way to stop this guy. Or more like, I really can't stop this guy from just putting his stuff, his units, in my face. I think my Stryker Shard took a seed missile, unfortunately. I really should have kept it off. But like this is the thing about SF Stryker though. Like they can always have units in the front, and there's not much I can do about it. Besides airstriking and such. But overall, I do need to like stop, like eventually clear out his units before his strikers and bookers get into position. Right now, I can spot his stuff trying to get into this tree line, and okay, I'm gonna pause here. So this tree line is actually like pushing this tree line is much better than going down this road, because I can just have 2 troopers shoot out from it, right? So he does have 2 RSCs right here. His entire opening is probably just infantry just hiding in places. And he's going to have to hop from building to building just to push H, but I don't think he'll do so. He needs to wait for his bookers to get into position, and even so, those are CQC RSC, so probably not that important. So I just need to remember to clear them out later, because it's going to feed, whatever I do, it's going to feed them info eventually. In the meantime, I do still need to set up my own recon here. I should have set my sniper somewhere here or something, but then this is also good because I know that this guy is trying to push the left side as well. And then in the meantime, my Global Hawk, I scouted this area. I realized, okay, there doesn't seem to be anything here. Well, what if this guy just decided to like spawn camp, or not spawn camp really, but like basically just put a scout team in their spawn? Now what that means is that he's going to be able to spot every single plane that comes out from spawn, and this is actually a common thing that SF players do, especially in like higher tiers, or like people with. Do you really call it skill? It's basically just using a really stealthy helicopter and sending a scout team, just skill checking you to see, okay, are you paying attention? This goes for both sides, both players with SF, and we do in fact spot the scouts. He's right here. So yeah, like the Global Hawk is actually pretty nice for this purpose. The backline, sometimes it baits your opponent. Like any drone is fine, and that's good spotting. So we do spot the scouts. We're just gonna clear it out and send it back to base. This is a free 60-point scout. Why not? You know, free real estate. Even though I do have to get a Global Hawk out and a Guardian and an Apache, just to, you know, why not, right? In the meantime, my Booker, I think it drove there and it just took too much damage when I was trying to micro it. In the meantime, I know my opponent. Okay, that's why it drove right by the RSC. But yeah, definitely a mistake by me. And I'll have to like try to fix that Booker. Yeah, because I was spending a lot of time trying to deal with my opponent's recon units here and there, I was kind of neglecting my own front line. And then I know it's been 10 minutes, and I've also, like, all my planes that I recalled actually took damage. Besides, like, the first Strike Eagle. The first Sex Eagle. Anyways, yeah, unfortunately for me, my opponent arrived with his IVs, his Dragoons. And I need another Booker to save my ass, otherwise I'm gonna get rolled. So, my opponent did show his Bookers in C, and I'm actually quite glad that Dragoon, I think he's, oh no wait, no, it's Patrice, sorry. He's actually like focused completely on frontline, and like it's not being really stressful for us in the center of the map. In the meantime, we do spot a Stryker RV right here. And this is where it starts getting tricky, you know, because I have to resort to use units here and there, and I only have one Booker left. I do need something else. I do need something else to deal with his like, really just a bunch of units just getting here and there. Also, the Global Hawk was just recharged really quickly. Like, I mean, I just recalled it and then I just called it out back again at like max amount of fuel. It was pretty nice. The sniper here was basically, I pulled it out of the building to somewhere where the RB probably couldn't see me, and then I sent it back in. And at this point of time, we're currently doing okay. Thanks to my team, not really my effort or anything. But it does seem like there are 3 people trying to pressure C, and it does also seem to be my responsibility to help my team out, because, you know, my opponent's out there, and why am I not there? Great question. I don't know. I should be there. So we do spot Stryker V right there. And yeah, that turns out to be an STT of some sort. So I'm just gonna, and mainly because but there's also a pack in the back. So, and then like an MLRS, I think, for a HIMARS for a quick second. But I'm just gonna send my MTV. Okay, I was gonna send my engineers into that tree line because I know he only has RSCs so far, and maybe he does have engineers of his own, but we'll see. I'm just getting the Booker out here just to deal with this guy, and also my own Stryker RV eventually. But yeah, I kind of screwed myself over by setting the short on this road when it would have been much safer somewhere like close to the rim here. Hold up. This rim, so if I was in danger I could just drop down, and I lost the SHORAD. That was 200 points, not worth it. So yeah, definitely making a couple lousy mistakes here and there. The strike shot, it is a really nice support unit, but overall, like, it's best to not lose it, or like to push it because it has APS and because it has a gun. Yeah, that was really greedy of me. In the meantime, my opponent probably scouted my troopers that I forgot to move out of the building, and now it's just getting double HEMLRs by my opponent. And yeah, like HEMLRs is probably the new it's the only thing that Stryker SF can use as a alternative to like artillery. It's the only thing they have. So yeah, we do spot the Stryker RV. We do spot a Dragoon here. We're gonna have to help myself over here. And in the meantime, the two troopers on the side, we just smoke ourselves up to prevent line of sight from here. We finish off the Booker with the help of not the Stryker, Airborne NGSW. And then I definitely need MGS to help me deal with this. And at this point, I spotted his Ep.30, and this thing is basically, it's coming after my Booker. You know, I don't even need to know if it's coming after my Booker or not. It's coming after my Booker, and whenever I see it like fly upwards, I'm just gonna smoke itself up and pray to God that, dear God, please don't die, Booker, because I have no AA around here, and if I lose the Booker, it's gonna be for free. It's gonna be free. Thankfully, he bombed the building, or for some reason, like the bomb dropped on top of the building instead of the Booker. So I think it only damaged the rear armor, and now it's time for me to get the hell out of there.
Roger that. Sweep in the area.
Yeah, I'm also gonna let my own Stryker RV there, and for the first phase we did, I'm not really sure if I did help defend C, but the counter push was definitely there. Counter push was definitely there, and we defended, or at least we took C back at the end of phase 1.
Get your asses out of my vehicle. The Black Hawk is in the air.
So right now we're just gonna resupply the Booker on the flank. Because our flanks are something risky, you know, like an F-35 can always bomb it because your packs are never ready. Your packs are probably not gonna be in range, or like you're not gonna have it up yet or something like that, but it's definitely something that can always kill your opponent's units, unless you, like, the only thing that can kill it is a plane. So yes, it would actually be totally reasonable, I said that in the last video, or like 2 videos ago, to just bring out cheap packs at the start of the game. Yeah, anyways, we're out of supplies. Oops, I'm gonna borrow some supplies here and get my own supplies. Okay, great. So we did lose both of our snipers, unfortunately. But the good news is that, this guy's just sniping me from here. Not sure what that was about. Yeah, the good news is that I guess we still have some sort of a front line, and my opponents aren't. Like, he only has infantry. He hasn't thought about using what they call against Bookers or something to just rush my cap yet. And we still have like Strykers and everything just sitting around. Okay, now we get the double packs. This is the 4 missile pack, which is actually pretty cheap. It does intercept missiles and shoot planes just fine. It just doesn't one-tap them, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, right now we do bump into the first thing that our unfortunate, unfortunately our, what are they called again? Our engineers cannot deal with. So we definitely, yeah, we definitely need to get more units to just clear this bush out, because the thing with this bush is that it's really close to H, and if my opponent decides to just run things into it, then I'm actually going to be quite doomed. But anyways, I'm just going to rotate my Booker back, because here's the thing. Okay, so having a Booker on the flank is always nice, so you can always deal with whatever's on the flank. But then when you need to rotate your Booker back, then it has two meanings. First is that, okay, well, I don't have enough, or like I really want to get something done here on my side of the map, and that I'm also like giving away most of my opponents. I'm giving most of the freedom to my opponent here. Like whatever, like you can just push snipers in and do whatever you want. So for me right now, I am doing that, and okay, that's another sniper there. Holy cow, like crazy. Yeah, like the Stryker RV is actually really good at spotting RC in tree lines before getting into range of the what's it called again? Their 300-meter AT4. So it's actually quite nice. So anyways, gonna get some supplies. Stryker RV gonna maybe just go drive somewhere else. And you're gonna see it sometimes, you know, like when you play against Stryker SF as well, because the Booker is such an important unit, and the Booker in Stryker SF you only have 750 points, so that means you can only have four Bookers maximum, and usually he would have like 2. I rarely see 3. Maybe 3 is possible, but I just don't find it that reasonable to have 3 at the same time. And if you really want to deal with Bookers, then just grab an F.35 with JSOW, or a Viper with JSOW, it also works. And just fly low altitude and do the safe low altitude precision strike, like the slap thingy. So anyways, we are trying to push this tree line with Airborne and GSW. The Airborne and GSW is not exactly a squad that's good for oh, we do spot a Stryker RV somehow back here. Quite nice. But yeah, like the NGSW is going to be... it does have Maws, which is good at dealing against the opponent armor. And it enforced like these, especially like because sometimes there are gaps between tree lines and tree lines, right? And that range does help sometimes, even though you're not into CQC. So sometimes just let the vehicles do some armor, like do some anti-infantry. It's perfectly fine. Right now my Strike Eagle is once again dealing with free targets on the flank. Just completely free, by the way. And yeah, I'm just gonna kill that thing because I don't know why it's not moving. Pretty nice that my Stinger team actually was the guy that provided vision here. Does take some damage from the pack, but that's totally fine, man. Yeah, in the meantime, I figured, okay, well, at least this tree line seems clear. This tree line seems clear. You'd only be in this one, but that would be a bit too far away from my flank, and it'd probably be time to help my teammate out in C, because for the most part, I'm pretty sure he has been 1v1. Okay, so suddenly I spawn, and I guess I was wrong. I was wrong. The RC dashes out of the building from that tree line, and I'm just gonna start driving away and let the NGSW deal chip damage to it as the Dragoon just space itself out. So this is the thing that RC struggles with, especially CQC RC. Like, they don't have the range to like, they're absolutely deadly. It's true. Also, what the fuck, man? Like, they're shooting me in this tree line, but I can't spot them. Hello? Moin? Hello? But yeah. Anyways, here's the thing, right? They only get 4 AT4s. If you manage to like cut them down to half HP, then they only have 2, so that means they can never kill your Stryker. Or maybe the lab, yes, but they cannot kill the Booker. So yeah, that is something that's quite nice. We're just gonna drive our stuff in here. Like, the thing here is that I'm just gonna kill everything they got, and I'm just gonna resupply him, so that's fine. And I'm not sure, is this HE HIMARS or is this cluster HIMARS? I think this is, okay, this is cluster HIMARS. And Yeah, we're just gonna use the combat engineers to deal with the Booker. I mean, deal with all the infantry that my opponent had here that he deployed at the start of the match. Because I'm pretty sure that, okay, it's RRC, right? RRC loses to any infantry. There was actually 2 RRC here. Holy. Yeah, like, yeah, even though the RC is technically a CPC squad, but as long as you deal some early damage to them, then they would be fine. Like you can still beat them with the help of like normal mainline infantry. So our engineers have actually been pretty helpful at dealing with. Okay, unfortunately there was also a Booker here, but you know what? It is what it is. So I'm just gonna have to resupply my Airborne squad, and then also shoot at that cat toe team, and also shoot at his Booker. And oh, quick snipe. Okay, that was very nice. Snipe, and then we run away. So I really like the Guardian. It's something that the Comanche and like DAP cannot do, because, and also the Apache. So because they're fire and forget, and SF actually used to have the Guardian, this thing is an absolute beast when it comes to sniping, like shooting, like killing enemy armor, even if they do have smoke. So it's actually pretty nice, and to have it in Airborne now, it does provide you with a lot of anti-vehicle capabilities. And in the meantime, we do spot this. So as you could, if you recall from a couple seconds ago, sorry guys, I keep talking all the time, but where was my Booker? My Booker was literally right here in front of the where the sniper was. He probably moved it like back here, but that's okay, right? But then a couple seconds later, when I moved my Stryker RV to a similar spot, like it's not even where the Booker was, but it does spot the sniper squad. So that's why having the frontline Stryker RV is actually really good. The only thing to it is that you don't really know what configuration to bring, because it could have the gun. Like having the gun is good enough, right? But sometimes you just feel like you want to have this. You want to have the javelin. Sometimes you just feel like you need the APS for it to work, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But when you fight a 1v1 against your opponent, against your opponent's Stryker RV, then you would probably want to have that javelin of yours. But then it is it's debatable. It's debatable. So right now we're just going to, okay, so we killed the sniper there, which is actually very nice. But we're forcing our opponent's front line to go back. We also have an Humvee here on the side just scouting for units. I'm gonna send that MLRs back. And we also got out of 3 Brutuses. So this is probably gonna be, okay, only took us 24 minutes. but we have a pretty well-rounded composition now. So our economy is obviously not the best, 133, but we have a recon vehicle, a combat recon vehicle that can that is constantly pushing out snipers that are caught in like forward positions that are spotting all our units. We have 2 mainline infantry with IVs that are decent enough. We have a Booker, and we also have like engineers, whatever. But a helicopter that's for a fast like emergencies to defend flanks. We have 2 packs as AA. Actually, we're missing Shorad, but we do have 1 Stinger team over there. but I guess you know, like it's something, right? It's something. And we also have 3 Brutuses, but honestly, I think 2 Brutuses should be enough for most cases. I'm not really sure why I took 3 Brutus, but whatever. So yeah, right now we're just obviously this is not the best for bushfighting, but considering that I did see a Booker somewhere around there earlier, I'm gonna bring both NGSW over there just to mess with my opponent's Booker. And honestly, this game, my Booker, not my Booker, my Brutuses weren't really that effective. And you could argue that, okay, Corn, just aim better, right? Just aim better and you'll be fine. The other way to say it is that my opponent has been mainly using infantry instead of vehicles, and the Brutus, with the help of some laser-guided shenanigans, it is actually extremely good at doing so. So now we're just gonna have the Guardian swoop in and fly out again, because the Stryker or the Stryker Shorad. This guy actually has 2 Stryker Shorads. Like I remember just killing one earlier. Oh, I'm gonna. Okay, that might be a bit too far away, but okay. Yeah, one problem I had here was it was probably a mistake, you know, calling out the Brutuses when my opponent didn't really have that much vehicles. So as you can see here, I did spot the Booker. I'm just gonna let the NGSW go hide in this bush. And if he does dare to push, then I will have, they're gonna blast whatever Stryker or something that comes out. Unfortunately, my Brutuses are still missing because this guy keeps moving his infantry, which is actually very smart of him. But this time I'm just gonna, because C is actually about to be in shambles, I'm gonna have to send some units over. C, sorry. We're also gonna get more snipers on the flank. Very nice.
Infantry at your command, sir. Personal carrier here. Air defense here. Artillery relocating.
Also, it's always a nice thing to have the Brutuses on a short burst fire. Like the burst fire is basically it shoots 3 rounds and then you just shoot and scoot, right? You just left click and then you just press shift and then yeah, like oh wait, whoops, oh wait a minute. Try again. Okay, here. Short burst shoots 3 and then usually you just shoot at one point of like one spot because it's laser guided. You kind of want it to hit the target, right? And then you hold shift and then you move it somewhere else with right click. Unfortunately for me, this game wasn't the best, or like good opponents usually move their stuff. Okay, how about that? Anyways, in the meantime, this is a Stryker 1v1. So the thing here is that usually you can afford trading against your opponent, and that's fine. But then you gotta use the smoke. Just remember to use the smoke because it's your only get out of jail free card. And not free really. Sometimes the unit still dies, but it's better than nothing. So we're gonna, in the meantime, we're gonna come up with our snipers. D is in fact under attack, and where are my where are my IMPs? Oh, they're dealing with the Rangers here for no reason. Okay, well, the IMPs. Okay, well, surely that will kill the units in there. I'm not sure, because he does have like a couple of packs back here. The cruise missiles are probably gonna get intercepted. Rangers are not good at dealing with Strykers, mainly because they have APS and they take like 3 shots to kill. Okay, we do kill a pack, which is nice. But unfortunately, we do. Oh, yeah, we do lose the X Eagle, which is actually really bad. It is a 565 point hit, and it is not good.
Roger, moving out. You'd be blind without us.
Yeah, in the meantime, we do lose the Stryker raise? Yeah, we do lose the Dragoon. It's not the end of the world. And we'll just get another one. We have been losing a lot of units here, though.
Stryker here, go ahead. Man up and let's go. Someone call for a cab? Cavalry here. We're ready for action.
Yeah, we see some Bookers, we see some Dragoons. We're just gonna come back and oh, okay, no hits. But I think our opponent, his Shorad is somewhere out there. We don't know where. Okay, there it is. It's resupplying in the back. So yeah, as long as we're tracking where his Shroud is, we can have the Guardian do a lot of work for us because the terminal guidance is really helpful against our opponents. Like he's like, I don't care if they have APS. Like if I'm popping APS, it's fantastic. It's fabulous. It's doing way more than it already can, and that's something that the what's it called again? That the Comanche cannot do, which is quite nice.
Snipers here. Copy. Behind in that building.
Okay. Comes some MLRS. Okay, he's just shooting that building that's completely empty. Okay, at this point, I thought to myself, okay, his Shroud is here in the front line. What do I do with my helicopter? Because like I have nothing to artillery. My recon is still moving up, C is being contested, but there's no vehicles there. Where do I go? I don't know. I go mid. I go mid where there's a runway where it's completely open. I ask my teammates, guys, is there shore rad? I don't know. Well, they also want that trophy to die, so I showed my guardian, and then gave them a bit of pressure. In the meantime, the ranger's just hiding there for no reason. Like, he's probably wanting to jump scare me. So just gonna hi rangers. Anyways, yeah, you spot the cafe on the right. Just gonna quickly scoot over and then shoot it and then go back home. Okay, yep, snipe. And then because there's a lot of smoke in the middle, I'm not gonna bother staying around. And normally at the end of phases, it is okay to lose units just to hold caps, unless like you're really close on kill points. But this phase we're okay. Like, you know, like it also takes like 10 seconds. Okay, so the thing about like the flags here is that you need to the thing needs to be blue for you to get points. It takes 10 seconds or so. Is it 10 seconds to decap? Is it 10 or 15? I forgot, but I'll say 10. Okay. I don't know. I forgot. Sorry, guys. But we do. So it's okay to like just hold your unit inside the cap for it to die, even though it should. If you wanted to survive, you should pull out from it. But it's okay. So, anyways, right now we're actually pretty much just chilling. We do actually catch that Booker off guard in the flank. He now knows. Oh no! There's infantry in that building and probably airborne teams. So what do? You gotta go back and resupply at this point. And that means that I now have more time to play the game without a Booker in my game. Yeah, we'll also spot some stuff. In the meantime, we do get our own mortar, which is quite nice. You know, I'm actually using the mortar again. Turn on radar again because that is an F-35 in the back. I'm just gonna use the hello dragoons. Just gonna get the engineers pop out into this building to blast that ranger squad that was hiding there. Okay, very nice, very nice. In the meantime, this is quite important about unit like target selection. Like this guy shooting I jumped my engineers in because first. And then I popped my dragoons out so that he would automatically target the dragoon, but I would let my dragoon target his dragoon. So I would get more shots off, and I would be able to, you know, like at least like be at an advantage, you know. And in the meantime, this guy's pushing a 4-con squad, CQC by the way. In I'm just gonna have to run away from that. I also smoke myself up, see what happens. Yeah, in the meantime, this place is turning into a bit of a clusterfuck. Okay, so I popped a smoke here with 2 strikers. So, okay, I see a bunch of stuff. I see another ranger. Okay, I used to think, so when I saw 1 ranger here, I think, okay, I have APS. I have 1 more charge of APS. I have 2 strikers, which is 2 Bushmasters 2 and MG. So it's definitely enough damage to deal with his units. But once I saw the second ranger, I was like, okay, fuck, time to run. So the APS here, it's gonna be able to tank 2 to 3 shots of Raws. I'm just gonna run away, smoke myself for a second time, and then break distance from his units. So I'm not even gonna bother fighting him. Yeah, in the meantime, I think I accidentally sniped something. This is where I fucked up, by the way, but I'll talk about that later. I got really greedy here because the dude was charging up an MLRS cluster strike on those Bookers that were resupplying, but then I don't know, I guess I'm dumb. And I thought, oh, Booker, I'll RT it too, and then like only for me to accidentally blow it up, and he's like, oh wait, shit, it's spotted, run away. And then now like the cluster kind of just fucked up. Oh wait, it was HE though, it's not even AP, man. Like what? Okay, well I guess it wasn't the. Well, I mean, I did apologize to him for like guarding it, but then if he just smoked, would we really do any damage? I don't know. Anyways, that is 2 Bookers though. My opponent has and his Sharad popping up here. So it's pretty nice to have an early warning system right here, like 2 snipers in the front. This is basically our playground now, and our booker being able to catch this guy out of position is also really, really impressive. What did we kill here? I forgot about it. I think it was okay, some random thing. Not thing. It's I think it was a vehicle. Okay. Also, for some reason, my transport vehicles always get stuck on this bridge. I don't know why. Happens a lot. Okay, there was an SDT in our spawn somehow. Hello. And yeah, we're just gonna keep on getting. I'm also gonna get a global hawk just to check if my opponent has any. I'm saying any. Recon in our air spawn again. So right now this is a Booker versus Booker fight. Not much happening, but I do have the support. Like, I'm just reversing. Booker is up close. They do pen each other, do a little bit of damage, 10%. And right now I know I can hold it for a little while longer. I'm not being my engine is still intact, but we do have the help of a lot of friendly units here. We do run out of supplies though. I think there's nothing around here for the global hawk, so it's nice. I think our opponent has decided to stop sending units here. Gonna send a guardian here, maybe resupply, because the amount of flares. If I don't have flares, then it would be a disaster for me. Okay, we spot his engineers. Run after him, send our airborne along with them. Oh, but then the moths pop out. I'm like, oh shit, run away! And then unfortunately for me, I didn't have smoke. I probably forgot to resupply, so this time I kind of like. First of all, it's a forest. All vehicles travel much slower in this place, and second of all, I don't have smoke, so I cannot run away like this time. So I'm just gonna hide behind a building probably. Oh wait, okay, he had 2 Moz teams, that's why, okay. Well, 07 Stryker RV. Oh, he also has a booker. Great. Great news. Next thing is that, okay, we're at least gonna kill both of these guys. Gonna be able to piss that guy off, that booker off. But then in the meantime, we do notice something really disastrous. And that is this guy, or some of these guys, because there's 9 minutes on the clock. There was a convoy of ACVs that were running it down inside of smoke, and I'm like, fuck. Because there's nothing here to defend H. I went here to skirmish a little bit. And right now I'm just gonna smoke myself up and pray to dear God that my booker can resupply a little bit. Okay, so a lot of laser guided artillery going off. I'm gonna dismount my combat engineers, smoke themselves up, and then send them back to resupply, except I forgot to give them the message. Okay, I think we killed a dragoon there. Yeah, but here, our booker, I think we ran out of luck. Yeah, okay, our engine got disabled, so it might have been Jover for that booker. But that is in fact 2 players piling on top of me at the what would you say at the end of phase 3? The push was actually not too early, not too late, I think. But the thing here was that they decided to push through, and this is an opening that's extremely it's perfect for the Guardian to just start ripping stuff to shreds, especially because his short is completely absent. Our sniper does get picked off over here, but we do actually manage to kill most of his IMPs and transports around here. They do manage to sneak some things through, but overall, seem to be okay. And okay, in the meantime, finally, look at this. Killer Eggs versus the Stinger team. I never, like I put the Stinger team there, but I never realized that they would come in handy one day. Oh, sorry for the pause. I had to answer the door.
Reporting in.
Air defense here.
Yeah, my throat is running a bit
Send your orders. Combat patrol underway.
sore now. I did speak a bit too much today. Overall, our steer team actually ran out of his stingers. Direct hit on the Comanche.
Roger. We're Oscar Mike. Engineers ready.
Kiowa awaiting mission.
Oscar down.
And as of now, we are trying to
Engage and destroy.
reinforce H. You know, we gotta take H back.
Stryker at your command, sir.
The dragoons full of infantry, this and that. Gotta resupply our stingers because he's probably gonna come back for more.
Armored transport.
But I saw that F-35 in the back.
Next waypoint received. If shooting doesn't work, shoot.
They're gonna get a quick kill on that small team.
Send your
But I think that's the end of that combat engineer squad.
armored transport reporting in. Shut up. and
Okay,
let's
so
go.
here it was quite interesting. I'm not really sure what exactly happened here with that Booker because it was full HP. It definitely did have the potential to just wreck everything here.
Take that building.
But I'm also pretty glad that that the troopers themselves, they have really good, like they have both javelins and AT4. So I popped in with AT4. I think another javelin. The javelin went off.
Roger.
APS. Okay, I'm not sure why that thing, why the javelin didn't work.
Troop transport
Sorry,
ready.
just the
Master armor. Engaging. Shot contact.
trooper team alone was crippling that.
Bird is in the air.
Was crippling that Booker, which was pretty nice. You
All assets
give that guy a little pot shot
ready for combat.
at 35, and I think nothing actually hit. No one hit anyone.
Stop and let's get out of here. Weapons team in combat. Send your
So
orders.
we're just gonna take back the supplies and resupply there. Also go into H again.
There in 10 seconds, not 10 fucking minutes.
It was thanks to my opponent pushing out from H that we can actually take it back now because they lost a lot of infantry and armor in doing so. In the meantime, end of phase, we're just gonna call out a sex eagle.
Commencing attack.
Oh, that is a lot of units. Okay, we're just gonna up them in here, run away.
I want all firepower.
Do the smoke, we can blind fire that building and see what happens.
Welcome to the missile age, choppers. Armored cab. Ready
You
to
can also
roll.
take care of that building,
In a nick of
but
time.
not that vehicle.
Moving to shooting position.
Eagle standing by for orders.
So something nice about the Airborne teams is that the NGSW is that when you pair them with dragoons, something that the dragoons cannot deal with is AT4s. I mean AT, right? AT4, no shit. But because the Airborne teams have 600 meters range, this gives them the this gives you the how would you call it? It makes it viable to drop units at like 600 meters range, so that both your infantry and your IFVs can shoot at the same time. So if you space your engagements like this, you can always make sure that your dragoons are outside of the normal AT range, and you can also you let your infantry blast at your opponent, which is actually very nice.
Roger that. We stop here. What are you waiting for?
Sure, I'm just trying to clear out the infantry here.
Rain down suppressor fire. Find some cover. Get in that building. Air defense standing by. Cargo truck ready.
Okay,
Stop. Everybody out.
35 in the meantime.
Fast landing assistance. What can I do for you?
That was in fact a that called again JSAL F-35, but there's not much I could have done there anyways. It was just this kind of a shame that my both of my Pack 3 MSEs pretty much missed everything, but it is what it is, man. Like, you get bad luck sometimes, it happens.
Proceeding is flag.
Now we're just gonna use the
Airstrike is go for
Sex
flag.
Eagle just to delay our opponent's advance into the C cap as we try to take the H back. It does look like it's about to conclude in the very end, and our only sure at the steamer team, the hero of the day, is absolutely oops.
Air defense here.
Absolutely cooking. Absolutely cooking. My man. Yeah, right now at this stage, I know we are taking HVAC. It is very nice. But do remember, revenge bombing is real. So always remember to move your units. I mean, send the units that you need to resupply back into the resupply point, and then let your healthy units take the cap and maybe go after their home cap, which is actually quite nice.
Anti-aircraft standing by. Stryker reporting in.
Coordinates
Yeah,
received.
2 minutes left. The main pressure this game from HCAP, or like the threat that came over, is now gone. We can now safely say that maybe it's about time we go over to C and help our team out, because he did help me, but it's my turn to help him. Unfortunately, the Guardian that was trying to do some sneaky stuff got caught out by the SDT and killer eggs. Not worth it, but their Stinger team does manage to kill maybe one, maybe two. No, just one. One is okay. An extra kill rate. So yeah, this is something that you shouldn't do playing SF Strike, playing Airborne Stryker. Just don't push your helis in, because you never know where their STP is. You have 35 right. I have no fighters, I have no points. I'm not gonna bother. Actually, I do have points, but I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, as you can see here, I just dropped the NGSW out, so I can perfectly space my units away. I mean, I can shoot them outside of range, which is pretty nice. Unfortunately, our heroic, in fact heroic Stinger team has lost their lives in the defense of
Give me a target.
the quad bushes over there on the left. So 07 Stinger team, you will be remembered. Right now, Patrice got disconnected. I'm trying to lower the mech engineers into his AMPV, but it didn't work out. And at the end of the match, it is kind of a desperate... Okay, finally we have an actual right now, but our opponent here is quite desperate about trying to wrap this game up. But he also got into range of my Dragoon, so... Free shit, not bad.
The higher they fly, the further they fall.
Yeah, this ledge is actually pretty nice. Like, as you could see there, I moved my MSE up when I could shoot planes, and then I moved it back down when it was not safe anymore.
Logistics ready.
So Patrice got back. Yeah, I had to tell them that there were in fact 2 Dragoons over there in this bush.
Moving there now.
You know, I have to come back to deal with it. MTV still stuck on that place. But that was the end of this game. Oh. Yeah, okay, well there were the Dragoons. there the Dragoons were. Okay, so that's the end of this game, and to say the least, this High Elo Heist was successful, because we have never gotten 37 points in such a long time. Lately I've only been getting +1, +0 games, and this was and also a lot of losses lately, because I feel like I've been getting into the place where everyone's 5 stacking, and if you're not 5 stacking, then you're trolling kind of range. So yeah, basically that was the end of this match. So to take a quick look at our deck, there were a couple adjustments made just to make this deck look like a bit more well-rounded. But the things that haven't changed are pretty simple. The Sex Eagle that are cruise missile spamming, although to be honest, it is a very expensive plane. Even if I do use all of my munitions, it's still gonna cost me like almost 300 points, like 270 points, and I'm not even sure if this thing is gonna get home safe if I try to use the harms. So, but then it is like, I think it's a skill issue, you know. I think I'm not that good at using this, but yeah, anyways, there's also the CJ that can pretty much suppress air defenses, harms. Just they are quite expensive, because they also got their resupply cost nerfed to 40 points now, and usually these players, you can only catch them off guard when they accidentally have radar on, or at least like disable a Stryker charade for some time. But the Strike Eagle is it's actually way more effective at killing than the Sex Eagle is with JASMs, but it also gets shot down fairly easily. So the last game you could see I only went for targets that were far away from the front line. And last but not least, we do have 2 jets. I'm still trying to figure out a way to deal with early deployments as SF, but not much luck as of now. But yeah, as you can see, I haven't really been using Kiowas too much because they are not tanky. They do have 20% ECM, but and also flares, which makes them much better at dealing with kill eggs. But overall, you still need 2 stingers to kill 1 killer egg. So, and they're also much slower than killer eggs. They're only 205 speed, which is really a big issue that the Kiowa has. Obviously, you could drop the optic system to make them like really good at dealing with killer eggs, but they do lose out on vision, and yeah, it's up to you. But I really have been using Kiowas a lot because I could just invest into like flam rams, you know, like you need 2 Kiowas to work together to be able to deal with the enemy killer eggs. But the slam ram, you just have it on the ground and it should be fine. As for the artillery, the Brutus, absolutely broken. HIMARS clusters just to deal with vehicles, and they also resupply really, like having 2 resupply at the same time is better than 1, so it's pretty nice. They're also much cheaper. They also run really fast. And then, yeah, I also have 2 Shurad. I opened the game with the Stryker Shurad because my opponent could technically be doing some shenanigans with like the early Comanche, like, you know, that kind of bullshit. So having the Shurad is better than having a Slam Ram, because it has APS. You can also do what's it called, like Avenger, like an Avenger opening. This also works. It's up to you really. It's also much cheaper, but you got to make sure that it doesn't get jumped by the rockets. Otherwise, you're just gonna lose the Avenger really early on. But it also requires your opponent to be really good at it. So I think the Avenger can also work. Meanwhile, I also think that the Stryker MC with the smoke is also pretty nice. So I have 2 in my deck. And that should be it for everything down here. The MGS is here to deal with bookers and also infantry. The Hesh round is fantastic. The APFSDS shreds bookers. This is the ATGM is for dealing with tanks. And also the Thunderbolt, but I use them less often now. And infantry tab, everything hasn't really changed. I do have weapon squads now. So that like they shoot 2, right? They shoot 2 is better than troopers sometimes. Like if it's getting artillery, then I'm not paying attention, then it's gonna die anyway. So why have 2 troopers in when you can have 1 weapon squad, right? They're also cheaper than 2 troopers. Yeah, guys, that's the end of this video. I do thank you for watching until the very end, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions or fun things to share with me. I am done for today, and I will see you guys in the next episode of High Elo Heist. Goodbye.